everyone, it's Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. Welcome to my channel. On today's video, we're going to be working on making a lamb's ear border. So as you can see from the, I'm at the stone step garden bed, and you'll notice that I have 4 clumps of lamb's ear, and my intent is to create the same effect at the end of all the way to the end of the stairs. And so what I want to do is I can propagate, pull from the existing ones that I have and then plant them down. Now I've shown you before how you can do this and pot them up in soil, but today I'm going to directly pull them from here and then directly plant them into the soil. Now I'm going to show you a little bit closer. I do need to control the size of the existing lamb's ear that I have, because I'm not sure if you can see, they are getting a little bit too big. So this is a perfect project for me to size control them as well as create the border that I want. So let me turn the camera around and show you what exactly I'm going to do, and then we'll start working on this project. I would love if you can like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with your gardening friends as well. So let's get started. I got up a little bit early today, and the sun is not on this side yet, so I want to work on this project on this side. So you'll notice how I have the lamb's ear at the going down the side of the dry creek bed, which in the summertime you really cannot see the dry creek bed, but there are rocks there, guys. And what I want to do is continue this all the way down to the bottom of the bed. And in order for me to do that, I need to also size control the ajuga that I have there. I need to pull some of this creeping Jenny as well. It's getting a little bit too out of control. And then some weeding needs to happen over there as well too. Guys, the weed has gotten ridiculously out of control. But that's my goal, is to continue this all the way down here. Now you'll notice on my lamb's ear, they're starting to take over on that side of the bed, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to pull, when I'm pulling to plant down, I'm going to pull on the side facing the step, and that way I can size control them. I do love lamb's ear. I love the look, and they do provide some foliage during the winter. They do die down a little bit, but they do present a little bit of foliage in the winter time, which looks amazing. Let's enjoy the Rose of Sharon. It's blooming right now, and there's butterflies over it too. It's really nice. Now the angle to for this filming this portion of it is a little bit awkward. I apologize for that. But what I'm doing is I am just going ahead and I'm gonna control the size of this by pulling the lamb's ear out on this side here. And all I'm doing is just gonna use some gloves. And I do have my pruners in case I need my pruners, but not sure if I do. So all I'm gonna do, see if I could go a little bit closer. There we go, that's a little bit better. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to the root of the lamb's ear, and I'm just pulling it like this. And if it's a little bit too hard, I'm going to take my snippers and I'm going to snip like this one here. I just snipped it. Alright, so I think I got number 1 done. Hopefully you can see it. Sorry guys, angle is a little bit horrible. So when I go back on the other side, I'll be able to show you that I cleared away a little bit here. So that looks really good. Now I'm going to go control the other one over there. So let's bring you along for that. Alright, so this one here is starting to encroach on my grass and all my other things. So I'm going to, and then I also have, sorry, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, some bee balm that I have planted years ago, and they're not doing so well. So, and they keep self-seeding themselves and coming back, so I need to pull them out as I see them as well. All I'm doing is I'm just pulling them. So this one has overgrown as well, so let's pull them out. But I'm at the top of my stone step garden bed, and hopefully you can see me. But this one has also needs a little bit of pruning. These grow really fast, so I'm gonna have to keep up with these in the future. Because I think I pulled from this earlier in the spring and they've gotten crazy. They do spread pretty easily. Alright, so what I did was I size control, so I took out from the part that butts up against the step, and much cleaner now. So now what I'm going to do is I need to prep these area here all the way down to the bottom. That's the hard part of this whole project, is there's lots of weeds and stuff like that. So I'm going to set up the camera and I am going to start prepping this. For this part of the project, what I need to do is clean up the ajuga, just so that I have place to plant the lamb's ear. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lamb's ear probably every 12 inches apart or something like that. I do need to size control this creeping Jenny. Problem is, I don't know if I want to do it in this project or not. We'll see how it all goes on there. But the main thing is clearing out a spot so that I can plant the lamb's ear on here. I do need to clear out some other things here too as well that's overgrown and are due to be taken out. So this, for example, needs to be taken out. One thing I do have to pop in and note is that this is, I'm filming this the almost the end of August, and as you can see, the yard looks like a jungle. No matter how much you plan and you're like, oh, let's space it by this height or whatever it is, by this point in time, everything is fair game. Everything looks like a jungle. So that's typically, in case you're wondering if nothing looks a little organized or whatever, it's just what happens at this time of the year. Off camera, what I did was clear out the border all the way down to the bottom of the base, because I wanted you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Also cleared out some weeds here. Now we're going to totally ignore all these weeds. We didn't see them. That's still on the to-do list, but for today's demonstration purposes, I cleared the whole pathway of where I want to put the lamb's ear, so you can clearly see what I want to do. I decided not to do anything with the creeping Jenny yet. I think what I'm going to do with the creeping Jenny is leave them because they give really great fall color, and then I can prune them, pull some of them, because they will take over the entire thing. But then I'm also thinking maybe a river of creeping Jenny would look really nice. We don't know yet, guys. So main thing is got this whole area cleared out so we can see where we need to do our border. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do, by the way, let's take a sec and admire these zinnias over here. They're looking super nice. And the Rebecca on the other side. They're coming to the end of their bloom cycle though. But I brought all of the lamb's ears that I pulled out, and we're going to go ahead and prep them to plant. So by that, what I mean is I'm going to take them apart like this. So pull it apart, get rid of all of the dead leaves on there, take out some of the larger leaves on there, and I want to leave something that looks like this. So that's what I'm trying to get to. So that's my goal for all of this. Now, I do have another project I'm working on, which is I do want to create a lamb's ear border in my backyard, in the area where there's a metal fence that backs up against the vegetable garden area. I'll show you guys where. I need to figure out what to call that one. But I do want to plant a lamb's ear border there. And the reason for that is two things. I want to harmonize the yard so there's repetition around the yard, so you see the same thing. And also I want to plant a lamb's ear border because it'll deter me from planting things that are too tall that fall over into the walkway. And then looks kind of messy on there. So two reasons for that. But as I'm going ahead and I am prepping these, I'm going to go ahead. I'm pretty sure I have more than enough lambs there than what I need, and some of it will be for that project. But this is what I'm looking for. And again, I'm going to go ahead and plant these directly into the ground. I'm not going to pot them up. And I do have my garbage bag here as well, so I'm gonna toss all of the greenery in there as I go along. Weird, this is kind of a little bit therapeutic sitting here doing this. Kind of weird, but I do love prepping the lamb's ear. Now, why am I pulling out the taller leaves? The reason for that is because you want to give the plant enough opportunity to grow roots, and you don't want it to be supporting too much growth on top of it here. Now this one here, you'll notice there is roots like here, and then there's stuff here, so I can split this into multiple ones. So let me show you. So this becomes root number 1, and trimming some leaves off of it. And then now I can break this one apart, and this becomes root number 2. This one has lots of little ones shooting out of it too. I'm trying to rush because the sun is about to turn, so I'll give it another 30 minutes and I'll have sun on this side. So I'm trying to get this done a little bit quicker. Alright, so what I want to do is I need to plant one lamb's ear here, and one here, and one there. So for this one here, I'm gonna have to pull up some of the ajuga, which I have no problem pulling it up because they're spreading like crazy. All I'm just doing, and ajuga are not deep rooted at all, so I'm just literally just pulling the roots up. That way it has some space. And all I'm going to do is now take my lamb's ear, and I think what I'm going to do is probably plant, these are going to grow really fast. I'm going to do one lamb's ear per hole. No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do two per thing. Now when I'm planting it, all I'm doing is I'm just covering the parts that have the root. I'm not covering the crown of the plant. I'm having to rush against the sun, guys. So I want to show everyone where we ended up with the final project. So we cleaned out the lamb's ear here. This is what we're looking to create at the end. Probably by next year we'll see that. So we size control these on here, and we used the lamb's ear that we pulled up, and we planted them in I think I did 12 inches as better as much as I possibly can. Again, we're going to ignore all the grasses, all the weeds there. We haven't seen that, but I continued all the way down the bottom here. So then in effect, we'll have a lamb's ear border like how we have up here throughout the entire bed. And so you guys will see updates in future videos of how this is doing. I did 2 pieces of lamb's ear per hole. So I think that should be more than enough. And that's pretty much it, guys. One more look at this little jungle that you see here. Everything is going kind of crazy, but I just love the vista on this. Alright everyone, that's the end of this project. Hopefully you learned a little bit about how you can create a lamb's ear border using the lamb's ear you already have in your yard. Hopefully this is informative. Would love if you can like, comment, subscribe as well to the channel, share with a gardening friend. Until next time everyone, happy gardening.